Glen Keane is an American animator, author and illustrator. Keane is best known for his character animation at Walt Disney Animation Studios for feature films including The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Tarzan, and Tangled. Keane received the 1992 Annie Award for character animation, the 2007 Winsor McCay Award for lifetime contribution to the field of animation, and in 2013 was named a Disney Legend. Life and career. Keane was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the son of cartoonist Bill Keane, creator of The Family Circus, and Australian-born Thelma Carney Keane. He was raised in Paradise Valley, Arizona. Keane's interest in art developed as a child by observing his father's work as a cartoonist. In his early attempts to draw, his dad gave him a copy of Bern Hogarth's Dynamic Anatomy, and instructed him to analyze the body forms and the creative approach to life drawing. After graduating from high school at Brophy College Preparatory, Glen applied to the California Institute of the Arts School of Art, opting out of accepting a football scholarship from another college. In a lucky twist of fate, his application was accidentally sent to the program in experimental animation, where he was mentored under the now-renowned animation teacher Jules Engel. Keane left Cal Arts in 1974 and joined Disney the same year. His debut work, which was created over a 3-year period, was featured in The Rescuers, for which he was an animator for the characters of Bernard and Penny, alongside the famed Ollie Johnston. In 1975, during the production of his debut film, Keane married Linda Hesselroth, and they are the parents of design artist Claire Keane, and computer graphics artist Max Keane. After The Rescuers was completed, Keane went on to animate Elliot the Dragon in Pete's Dragon. Keane also animated the climactic bear showdown in The Fox and the Hound. In 1982, after being inspired by the groundbreaking film Tron, Keane collaborated with fellow animator John Lasseter on a 30-second test scene of Maurice Sendak's Where the Wild Things Are, which was optioned for them by Disney executive Tom Willite. The test integrated traditional character animation and computer-generated backgrounds, and, like Tron, was a cooperation with Magi. It was also Disney's first experimentation with digital inked and painted characters. But, the project turned out to be too expensive, and the studio was unwilling to invest further in the planned featurette. The test for Where the Wild Things Are was revolutionary for its time, and a predecessor to the famous ballroom scene in Beauty and the Beast. In 1983, Keane left Disney as a contracted employee and worked as a freelance artist. During this time, he worked on the character of Professor Ratigan in Disney's The Great Mouse Detective. He also did some work on the Chipmunk Adventure, where he did the sequences of Boys and Girls of Rock 'n' Roll, and Getting Lucky. He returned to Disney to work on the characters of Fagin, Sykes and Georgette for Oliver and Company. Keane rose to lead character animator, becoming one of the group of young animators who were trained by and succeeded Disney's 9 old men. Keane animated some of Disney's most memorable characters in what has been referred to as the new golden age of Disney animation. Keane designed and animated the character of Ariel in the 1989 film The Little Mermaid, then the Eagle Marut in The Rescuers Down Under. Subsequently, Keane worked as the supervising animator on the title characters for 3 Disney hit features, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast and Pocahontas. While living with his family in Paris, France for 3 years, Keane completed work on Disney's 1999 Tarzan, for which he drew the eponymous character. Keane then returned to Disney's Burbank studio as the lead animator for John Silver in Treasure Planet. In 2003, Keane began work as the director of Disney's CGI animated film, Tangled, which released in November 2010. In Tangled, Glen and his team hoped to bring the unique style and warmth of traditional animation to computer animation. In October 2008, due to some non-life-threatening health issues, Keane stepped back as director of Tangled, but remained the film's executive producer and an animating director. On March 23, 2012, having worked approximately 37 years at Disney, Glen Keane left Walt Disney Animation Studios. Keane said in a letter to send to his co-workers, I owe so much to those great animators who mentored me. Eric Larson, Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston as well as to the many other wanted-era full PO player Disney whom I have been fortunate to work with in the past nearly 38 years. I am convinced that animation really is the ultimate form of our time with endless new territory to rise to explore. I can't unregistered trademark T resist its siren call to step out and Deezer covered them on December 2013. It was announced that he had joined Motorola's Advanced Technology and Projects Group and is cooperating with its engineers to create interactive hand-drawn animation. Keane released his first animated short duet at the Google I/O conference in San Francisco on June 25, 2014. It is the third in a series of shorts called The Spotlight stories that are designed to explore spatial awareness and the sensory inputs of a mobile device to create a distinctive storytelling experience. In addition to his work as an animator, Keane is the author and illustrator of a series of children's Bible parable books featuring Adam Raccoon and King Aaron the Lion. Quotes, "People are who they are by the way they react to things." Filmography, publications, Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon and the King's Big Dinner. Colorado Springs, Gold Chariot Victor Pub. ISBN A978-0-7814-0039-8. OCLCA 492064. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon at Forever Falls. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-087-9. OCLCA 14588033. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon in Lost Woods. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-088-6. OCLCA 14905950. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon and the Circus Master. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-090-9. OCLCA 14931727. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon and the Flying Machine. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-287-3. OCLCA 18050595. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon and the Mighty Giant. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-288-0. OCLCA 19397210. Campbell, Stan. Jane Vogel. John Duckworth. Jim Townsend. Quick Studies, Philippians Euro-Hebrews. Glen Keane. Elgin, Illinois D.C. Cook Pub Company. ISBN A978-0-7814-0028-2. OCLCA 28687078. Campbell, Stan. John Duckworth. Jim Townsend. Quick Studies, James a Euro Revelation. Glen Keane. Elgin, Illinois D.C. Cook Pub Company. ISBN A978-0-7814-0029-9. OCLCA 28687082. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon and the Race to Victory Mountain. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-363-4. OCLCA 25367425. Keane, Glen. Adam Raccoon and Bully Garumph. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN A978-1-55513-367-2. OCLCA 32745892. Keane, Glen. Cookie Time, A First Lesson in Obedience. Elgin, Illinois Chariot Books. ISBN 07814-0206-4. OCLCA 37453329. Keane, Glen. Follow the King, A First Lesson in Trust. Elgin, Illinois. Chariot Books. ISBN A978-0-7814-0207-1. OCLCA 37453329. Keane, Glen. Sammy Taylor. Joe Yakovetic. Parables for Little Kids. Elgin, Illinois. Chariot Family Pub. ISBN A978-0-7814-0258-3. OCLCA 33440835. References. External links: Glen Keane at the Internet Movie Database, Glen Keane Lecture at Cal Arts on YouTube, The Art of Glen Keane blog, Glen Keane interview for the Animation Podcast, interview with Glen Keane about Tangled, April 18, 2011, duet at the Big Cartoon Database.